Check out this old school washer. Good color. Kind of dig these signs here, old school road signs. Pretty cool. Look at the shinish of these lights here. Goodness. Okay, so we went ahead and covered the wood with this tarp here. Okay, so got some updates here. Now the breaker box is finally put in, and remember how all these wires were just all over the place? No longer. So basically you just have to thread them through these things here on each side. And of course, you put the paneling box on top. It's this right here. You put that on top of that. So of course, a very important part of this is that you label the switches correctly and legibly. I mean, I don't want to go around here and turn off the main breaker and start saying, okay, what is this on, and turn this one on. No, I don't want to deal with that. I want it nice and labeled, legible, and I go all anal on it and do a list that I can access on Google Drive and all that good stuff. So essentially what we're going to do is just going to keep the meter on the outside here, and we're going to take this box out. Now that means that we're going to have to run a line from here all the way over to the breaker box over there. Now if I don't trip over anything, so that wire, as you can see here, I made a hole for it already. It's going to go through up there, come through here, and then come through the box here. So that way we can avoid bringing the whole thing over here. We're just going to connect the line over here from the meter. A lot easier. Now the kitchen here, now as this is still has been finished because I forgot to buy the little circular thing for the kitchen fan. It's similar to that one there. So as of right now, that's the only outlet that works. The electrician went ahead and cut them all off because, as you can see here, I'm going to get all this wire, old wire, throw it out. Now, speaking of wire, this is not made for that. We're trying to, all the wire that we didn't use, we're collecting the copper from it so we can, so we can definitely resell this. Definitely want to keep that. Get some money back on it. So as you can see here, pretty much all the wiring is done. Of course, the only thing left to do would be to put the little outlets, but we'll be doing that soon. Now don't ask me why that thing is there. It's like a little horn. I don't know why it was there. It was here before we bought this property. I'm probably gonna have to take it down. As I mentioned before, we started putting a little bit of paneling there to cover up those holes. And then down here, I bought some foam, as you can see, to cover all the rest of the stuff, all these holes down here. Works pretty good, but it's so much you can put in one can, so I guess I need to buy at least 2 or 3 other cans to fill still these gaps. And which is a temporary fix. Of course, once we get the siding on there, it won't matter. Now, as you can see, from previous videos, we totally redid this whole front door. Now there was, the door was fine. It was level. We measured it. Everything's fine. Maybe it was just up a little bit up here, but nothing that made any big of a difference. The problem was we had two 2x4s going this way. Well, we had a 2x8, well, 2x6 stacked on each other, and then we had the remnants of this 2x4 going all the way down. Problem with that was both of those were crooked, so although the door was level, those 2 pieces of wood weren't, and it just looked terrible. So we said, you know what, let's cut off the piece here that was all warped and take those 2 out that were warped, and just left it like that pretty much, and now it looks so much better. So of course the paneling for the outside was nailed onto this bottom board, So that's not there anymore, so this is loose. So what we're gonna do is pretty much what we did here, grab these little pieces about 5 inches and just put them in the where the nails used to go, like that one right there. So we can have that nice and sealed. Now, this huge one here, of course, the only purpose this had was be for the garage door. So this is extreme overkill, but hey, we decided just to leave it there. Hopefully the inspector doesn't have a problem with it, because you really don't need it. I mean, all we have is the door and the window, so obviously don't need this board, but you know, since it's there, just gonna leave it. Now, as far as this is concerned, you can see it's pretty much done. And speaking to several other electricians, speaking to the electrician that actually comes here, and even Kentucky Ranger chimed in, this is not going to pass at all. Having this door open this way, blocking that light fixture. Of course, the reason why, again, it was like that is because we had all this wood here. So if we had taken that wood before, it would have been a done deal. But unfortunately, it is what it is. So basically, we had 2 options: either get a new door. That was the one I was thinking about. The only problem is I was gonna get this door and put it over here. I'm just gonna have to keep that. We're gonna put that here. The problem is the door is 82 inches. This is like 78. So that's not gonna work on a wood door or a metal door. So we're probably gonna get a wood door and just cut it, unfortunately. Oh well, sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, I guess. So that's almost what I almost killed. I don't know why. It's just such a trip hazard, as you can tell. So, we're just gonna have to do what plan B, and basically flip this door around, put these hinges on this side. Now this is going to be on the outside, although I don't like to see this. It does come with these things that you can plug in. So, well, I mean, that's what you just have to do. Sometimes things just don't work out, and you just gotta find ways to fix them. Okay, not a great solution, but at least it's not a trip hazard anymore. I'd rather see this outside, but oh well. Grace got sick off of this food, unfortunately. So, you know what? Take all this crap out of here before somebody else gets sick. And we're just gonna have to do PB&J. That doesn't go bad. Looks like Rosie has been around here. Left a shipment of Sprite. Well, this faucet totally busted. Look at that. See that crack there from all the cold weather. I know you're going to say, I told you. Man, we had that thing wrapped, and it was there exposed for like 10 years, and now it decides to bust up. Ugh. Looks good. Okay, so there you have it. After a couple hours, I finally got the door on this side, so it opens this way. Bathroom is fully operational.